Well, here I am, just still in the last half of 2025. We've got enough content for 2026 to get started. I've already given you an introductory video. The first one we have, this stuff here was actually pre-recorded earlier. It's just I had something for each week, and without having a sponsorship or whatever we do, a Patreon or anything like that, you know, even without having more engagement, I'm not really coming up the algorithms well enough to get the advertisement. If you see any advertisement money, that's YouTube or Rumble or somebody doing it. I'm not getting anything off of that. So I need you to help me build a channel if any of this is any good, because they've been spanking me for a number of years. It goes back to the Obama years and a statement about veterans that someone made in his administration, and I don't think they like that a lot. So I've only really been known to those who know me. I was very organic before that. So here we go. We've got a project that it's universal. It has no real expiration date. If you live in a part of the country where you have your own private well and you happen to hit sulfur water, there's ways that you can treat, and I've done multiple videos on it. In this case, this particular one, I'm having to clean the stones. And so that's what we're getting ready to do right now, clean the stones. Now, for those who watch me and are interested in such things, let me show you something. We're going to look inside the tank. I've got all the power off of it, but the sun's just right enough that you might be able to see the treatment that I do to get rid of the sulfur water, make it more palatable. There's a couple of pipes, because I used to have multiple air pumps instead of just one big one. But what we have are a means of bubbling tiny bubbles. Thank you, Don Ho. Tiny bubbles through the water, and you can relieve the presence of sulfur, the presentation of sulfur, one of two ways. You can either move the water through the air like a fine mist spraying and collect it in a bucket, or you can move air through water, which is what I do here. Like a big glorious fish tank is what it is. Well, here we are. We've cleaned up one of the two wands, if I quit sweating on the telephone. So there are some clean stones. I've already muriatic acided, as if that's a verb, the wand off, scrubbed it off. Didn't get it perfect, but it's good enough for government work. And we've got our stones clean so they ought to bubble. Here's the other one that has not been cleaned yet. See that lime scale? It normally isn't that bad, but you know, the reality is when it sucks the aquifer down pretty hard, because my pump won't shut off. There we have it. Now, look over here in this tab. All right, see that crust? All right, we got to get all of that off of there. And here's a new stone, or newer stone. It's a lot cleaner, isn't it? So we're going to put some muriatic acid in there, clean them up. We may not get the big wand all that clean, but we're going to get it better than it was. Well, that's better, but it's not perfect. Cleaner than it was. And we go back down to look at our stones, and well, they're just going to go back into the tank. We got to ride down toward the road. And this is what it looks like now that we've cleaned our stones. We did that with the muriatic acid. Looks like we're boiling. We're called cold boiling. We're boiling that old excuse me, hydrogen sulfide off of the water. If you like this content, please go to calldeltosell.com, find the tab that says on YouTube, click it, and it'll open up a page of QR codes. There you can use a smartphone to scan and get to the YouTube page, or you can just mouse over and click it on a PC. There you'll be able to subscribe to this little button over here and click the notification bell. Well, there you have it. To be quite honest, the original implementation, I used 2 air pumps, and they were expensive. They came out of a Pop Cup Florida aquatic ecosystem, which I think has been sold in the last 20 years to Pentair or someplace. But they're just essentially aerated septic system stones and air pumps. I bought this replacement pump I'm running right now from, I think, Wholesale Septic Supply out of Texas, somewhere in Houston maybe, don't quote me on that. Good people. I also bought the replacement switches. I had one bad. We may do a video on that. I'll have to talk through it because I don't think I saved a lot of video. I didn't know if you'd be interested in that, but we will show you that, what was inside, why the switch failed, and we'll talk a little bit about how the tree works, the switch tree works. But it's not magic, I promise it's not. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got stinky sulfur water, you know, there's different ways, like I said, you can do it. The spray of the water through the air and then blow fans across it and catch it like in the garbage can may work with very small water systems. But to run a house and car and washing cars and watering gardens, you would never be able to do that very well. And if, again, I'm pumping 12 and a half gallons, something like that. I'm not sure exactly where the throttling valve is on it set, so I don't know how much I pumped out, but that's the system. Just bubble air through a big tank of water and let it clean when nobody's talking or flushing or doing anything. And I think it works a lot better than doing it the other way. Appreciate you watching. Remember, if you will, click and subscribe to this and hit that notification bell so that we see that. The algorithms eat that stuff up, and it would help keep me motivated, because at some point in time I wonder, you know, is this even worth the effort of doing it? Do people really care about the oddball stuff I show them? Not everybody's got a grandpa or something like that to teach them how to do some of this stuff. That's the reason I do it, to hold some knowledge and maybe get some tips from you guys. See you on the next one.